Hey guys, how's it going? It's Clippedshots here. Welcome back. We're going to be doing some 20 minutes till dawn, Hina, and the crossbow. There we go. And on Darkness 4, where bosses have more HP, let's go ahead and check this out, see if we can do this. Fortunately, we don't have anything special we have to do, like use our shadow clones to kill enemies, which is super nice. I've tried to do that challenge before, and to be honest, I do see a hard cap of where things are almost it feels almost impossible to do. That being said, though, I think now especially I could probably do that. Obviously there is some items and certain things that you would want to use, such as the grenade launcher, because the grenade launcher for that challenge would just equate to your summon doing a ton of damage, and the more damage your summon can do, the better off you'll be. But either way though, how's everybody doing? Hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Let's go ahead and go for Pyromage so we can add a little bit of flame damage, a little bit of AoE to our shots here. Anything will be good. So yeah, hope y'all are having a wonderful day. Like I said, it is a nice day today. Today so far I have had a pretty nice day, I would say. I woke up early. I also went to bed early last night, so that's always a positive. But that being said, beyond everything else, I feel like I've been kind of somewhat productive today, at least. Fire rate, bullet speed, I don't know. This is a hard one because we don't really know what's best. I guess extra damage might be okay, and this will eventually lead to extra clear, so that works for me. I mean, extra clear sounds pretty nice. Alrighty, clone is pretty fire, but obviously there are limitations to everything, and getting all those challenges out, I actually feel as though it helps you learn how to play the different characters. And I did get the Abby challenge. Well, I mean, I did, but I didn't. If you guys go back and watch that video, I got robbed. I got absolutely robbed. That's okay though. There's nothing I can do about it other than do it again, but better. Because the way I did it, I ended up having only one bullet in my chamber, and since I was constantly reloading, I was constantly spinning around like a top, absolutely dealing mad damage to everything. And I guess the game was like, hey, you know what, you don't get the challenge because you only have one bullet in your gun. I don't really know actually why I didn't get the challenge, because in every regards it did exactly what the challenge said, which was only use Abby's special, which is her right click, which is emptying the entire mag the first time around. So like I said, I don't really know why I didn't get that, but you know, it is what it is. And at the end of the day, it works out. Oops, let's not go that way. I'm glad I could back out like that. That was a nice little thing I had going for me. I'm gonna let my clone take care of some of that AoE damage right up in there, and we're gonna go and try to sneak our way back through. Yeah, there we go. Trying to be sneaky beaky like, and make sure that I'm not the one getting charged up here. Fire rate doesn't really matter because again, we're only shooting one bullet at a time. So at the end of the day, fire rate is more or less irrelevant, at least at this current point in time. Obviously now we're shooting a little bit more than one bullet, but still, I mean, it doesn't really matter considering our fire rate was insanely fast before. I mean, being a little bit slower isn't going to break the bank. At least I'm hoping it doesn't. Additional piercing, beautiful. I love additional piercing. If I can pierce through entire rows, entire columns of people, I'm definitely all down and for it. But we'll see. We'll see as time progresses. Right now, I'm just going to try to focus up and try to get through some of these earlier parts, because it can be a little bit tricky to get through these earlier stages super easily. Oh, I'm glad I'm doing so much knockback. That's actually insane. This boss guy has extra health as Darkness 3 dictates. I don't really know exactly how much extra health an enemy has. I'm kind of curious to see the statistics on that, but so far it hasn't felt like it's been that much. Automatic reloads are good when she... Oh, that's nice. I can just kind of do this. Yeah, that's a lot faster than reloading itself. Let's see, what do we want here? The glare is pretty nice. It's a little bit of extra damage. I'll be honest, it's really weak, and I do think that they actually need to buff it by quite a bit, but a little bit extra can go a long way. So we'll take that over anything else, because there's nothing else that's really worth my while there. So we'll do that. Also, super pro tip when you're playing with Hina is you don't actually have to dash anywhere when you're using her dash. You can actually stay absolutely still, like I'm about to show you here in a second. Let's see, what do we want? Double the damage. Let's go ahead and go for magnetism. So if I stand here and just right click, I pop the clone right on top of myself, and actually can help save your life, because that actually can push enemies back when you're getting a little bit swamped. Does it always work? No, of course it doesn't always work, but it does do wonders for some of the sneaky difficult spots. So don't be afraid to use her right click is kind of what I'm saying. Just remember, you don't want to be moving, or if you do, you want to stop moving really fast, because that is how you will get yourself killed. Let's see, increase fire rates. Bullet spread's not too bad. I'm actually kind of down to do this here. A little bit extra bullet damage might be nice. It also gives me a chance of potentially hitting multiple enemies a couple more than I maybe normally would. So definitely down for that. But hey, you know what? It is what it is. Also, it kind of doubles my damage. It actually more than doubles it. Okay, a little bit less than doubles it, rather. I was gonna say more than doubles it, but a little bit less actually. Because basically, if it's subtracting my damage by 10%. If I do 100 damage, that means I'm doing 90 damage at that point forward. And yeah, so 90 damage times 2 is 180 instead of 200, so that's not quite doubling, but close enough to it. This character is really awesome for this boss in specific, because obviously I can just keep on doing this number, and then whenever he gets close, I can just dash away, which is really, really awesome. Especially with what I have right now, this should be relatively easy to roll him out. Relatively easy. Obviously nothing super easy, but there you go. I think it was a pretty fast kill, especially since bosses have more damage. And I think this is going to be a good one here. Fire rate's down, but piercing is up. Bullet damage, bullet size. I think it's going to be great, so let's go and do that. We're kind of going for, I guess, damage, guns specifically. So I'm definitely down for anything that's going to do that, really. Let's see, more of that. Ice is going to be really good here, so I'm going to go ahead and do this and go from there. I only have 2 health now, which isn't that big of a deal. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Especially with how much healing I have, I don't think it's that big of a deal. So let's go and just keep on letting things roll. How far have you gotten in 20 minutes till dawn? If you guys are playing this game and trying for the darkness stages, how far have you guys gotten? So far, I haven't been playing that much. I play a little bit here, play a little bit there, and that's about it. And where I am right now is Darkness 4. I was for a little bit trying to get some of the challenges out of the way early on, but some of the challenges just seem to be a pain in the butt, which is totally fine. So not gonna worry too much about that. I don't know which one to get. This is a difficult one because I don't really need the health. Lightning is nice, but I'm not gonna be hitting that much, so I feel like that's almost a waste. Summon might be good because I can actually increase my summon damage. I think I'm gonna go for summons. A little bit extra damage, a little extra clear might be exactly what the doctor ordered. Might be, who knows. There's an extra heart up there, but again, I'm full, so no reason to go for that. Yeah, I don't know about you guys, but I do like a little bit of a challenge. That's actually why I typically go for these like challenge things. Like, for example, as we're obviously seeing some of this, I don't know if this actually does anything for my summon, but I think it does. Well, I guess should have been finding out a little bit more readily. That's okay though. Having a little bit of elements is really nice, especially when you have Splinter, because obviously you can the splinters spread your elemental effects. I almost just got myself murdered. It's okay though, I only need like 3 more levels before I get into the heart, so not too hard. There we go. Whenever I deal a freeze, also deal a burn for a couple seconds, which is really good. This XP is a little bit too widespread for me, and I'm not super fond of that. I usually like to wrap things up, but as it stands right now, I actually am a little bit nervous that these enemies are going to start overwhelming me and really diminishing my abilities to clear things out. So that's why I'm trying to be a little bit careful and preemptive in this regard. More pickup range doesn't sound bad. Let's go and do that, because that's actually a really nice little thing. That if they happen to get too close, they might get frozen and or lit on fire, which can definitely help quite a bit. It can be quite a tremendous positive here. Yeah, I'm only going to let things spawn in for a minute, try to grab whatever I can, but obviously my clone's going to be murdering things. So that's the nice thing about having a clone. Actually, I should have just continued killing, because now I'm spooked. Spook. It's alright. In one level, we should be getting another heart here. So all we gotta do is survive until we get another level, which shouldn't be too long here. At least I hope not. Surviving for a long time is always scary. Increase reload by rate by 5 every time you kill an enemy. That actually does equate to a pretty good damage reload rate boost. And there's my health. So now I'm a little bit less spooked. I don't like being low on health. When I say low, I mean 1 HP. Unless I'm using a weapon that I feel as though I can fend off really well and blast enemies far. Which I don't feel as though that's the case with this sniper shotgun sort of deal that shoots really slow. When I say sniper shotgun, I know I mean this, but you guys get what I'm saying. This will be nice. A little bit of extra pickup range should be good. Any extra pickup range is actually really nice. At some point we will try to do the don't get touched challenge, don't get hurt, but for right now we should be okay. So I'm not gonna worry about it too hard. It's actually insane how many enemies there are here. This could be really nice, but I'm not going to worry about that too hard. Let's go ahead and go this here, because now if I forget to reload, dash, I can just get a quick reload most likely. Spooky got right up in his face. If I had gotten hit, I would have been okay, but not exactly what I'm keen on. Okay, let's go for the magical sight here. I don't know if that's going to be the right choice, but a little bit of extra damage right around me. Yeah, it can't hurt. I think I always say that. Don't know if that's the right choice. I never know if anything's the right choice, but you know what? Try my best and usually it works out. The only time it didn't was when I first started playing this game when it upon release, because without the runes, you actually really take a little bit of time before things actually start to ramp up, and you can easily mow through the ranks. I wish there's a way to like disable the runes, because I'd love to try this again with all this experience that I have at like default levels. I think that'd be wild. Would it be any good? Would it be super difficult? I don't know. That's why I'm so curious about it. Also, I'm spooktacular here. I'm not doing the damage I hoped I would be doing at this point, and yeah, it's not pleasant. Let's see. Pickup range. I don't know what to get. I'm gonna get a holy shield. Holy shield doesn't sound too bad to me. A little bit of extra protection. Can't hurt, right? Right? That's how that works. Can't hurt too bad. Don't worry, we got this so far. So far, so good. We're gonna keep rounding them up wherever possible. Okay. Like I said, it is a little bit spooky. It is a little bit spooky. Don't worry. This is where it's gonna start getting hard though. All these range guys, they make it difficult. More than anything, these guys are the thing I'm concerned about. But for now, just gonna keep on pushing these enemies back, and hopefully getting some kills here and there. Oh gosh, okay. My goodness. I don't know how I didn't get hit there, but hey, you know what? I didn't, and that's all that matters. We're gonna try to get that boss down real quick. That elite. Oh, my game just super lagged. I don't know if you guys... I'm sure you guys saw that. Don't know why that was. Don't know why at all, but hey, you know what? It is what it is, and so far, so good. We're slowly working these enemies back. I don't know why why it's suddenly easier, but there's really no reason it should be. Maybe it's because I'm just not killing very fast. So that could very well be the reason. I need to start like killing those guys up top or something. I don't really see anything that's gonna like specifically help my damage, so I kind of want to go for lightning here and see if maybe I can start to get some of that. Oh, that was really close. Okay, I just got hit and I don't know what I got hit by. I don't feel as though I was close enough to anything to really get hit by, so that's awkward. Okay, that was me getting hit for sure. That's me getting hit again, and I'm super dead. Oh my gosh. Uh-oh. Can you guys stay back, please? Everyone stay back. I don't appreciate this. I'm claustrophobic. Yeah, I don't like when people are so close to me. It makes me uncomfortable. I'm so dead. Not dead. Maybe those like little bug guys don't actually hurt you. Yeah, it looks like they don't actually hurt you. And that's apparently what I was touching. Summon damage, 25% clone damage, and 3 times faster. That's actually pretty awesome. That actually might keep them off me. I'm kind of curious if I could like just do this and stand still and let them kind of get close and maybe just not take damage. That was me. Ouch. That was me. Ouch. Okay. We want to clear whatever's in front of us as much as possible. Yeah, we're not doing enough damage to kill things right now. That is not good. All right, let's try that again, shall we? That didn't pan out as well as I hoped it would. Let's try that again. Maybe we go for lots of AoE. So maybe we just go for all the multiple hits as we can. I don't know how I missed there. Don't mind me. Don't mind me at all. Don't mind me, partner. We got this. We got this. Don't worry. A little bit of tear through. Okay. Fire damage is really nice early on, and quick reload is really nice as well. Let's go ahead and go for this though. Like I said, we're gonna go for bullets. Usually AoE for some reason just always seems to be one of the best ways to go. And I really don't know why that is, to be entirely honest, but usually is. So hey, you know what? I'll take it. Especially when I can just get tons of damage and mow people down. I mean, I'll take it. Nice. I don't know how I got a second bullet there. How did I just reload? Yeah, no, that's not the case. Thought maybe I kept one of my relics from the previous run, but that doesn't seem to be the case at all. Okay. I'm still trying to figure things out. Don't really know what the case is, but we're figuring it out slowly but surely. Don't worry, this is totally fine. This is within parameters. Oh my gosh, okay, that wasn't within parameters, ironically. Oh, megalol. That wasn't exactly what I had planned to happen. Didn't plan to just walk right into some guy and get myself shot. I mean, smacked in the face. But hey, you know what? Sometimes things don't go as planned. That's totally fine. Yeah, I'm getting like an extra bullet every once in a while. You guys see that? Sometimes I'm just spamming left click and get an extra bullet or so. More ammo, reload rate sounds good to me. Yeah, see, this shoots pretty fast. I almost just walked into those enemies again. A little bit bad on my depth perception. I don't know what you'd call that really, but a little bit bad on it. Not exactly great on it. And see, this is why the clone is so good. Look, I can just let it kill things for me, and then just leaves a puddle of XP. Especially when I get like extra damage like this, it's really nice. Pierce, fantastic. Pierce is obviously one of the best options with this gun. just because of that right there. You just mow through an entire army of these guys, and no qualms or quarrels. Nice, nice, nice. Let's see. Pyramage again is going to be really nice because the more we have, the more AoE damage we have, the better off we'll be. But I'm not going to worry about it too much, at least not right now. I think right now we just work on bullet damage, reload rate, and that's really it. Also, maybe more bullets. That might be really nice because I am starting to get to a point where, again, I don't have enough like clear, so we're running into problems. Let's go Pyramage. Also, I'm trying to be slightly different, guys. Trying to just be a little bit less cool, talkative. If I don't have like necessarily important things to say. Obviously, I mean, important is in the eye of the beholder, but if I don't really need to be explaining everything I'm doing every second of the way. So I could be a little bit quieter in some cases. I think that's going to maybe be beneficial, at least to some people. So I don't mind being a little bit quieter here and there, guys. So if you guys wonder why I'm in silence sometimes, that maybe is the reason. I understand that it might get a little bit old for me to be saying more or less the same thing over and over again. So I'm gonna try to tone that down just a twinge. Leon's again, not really my favorite thing with Hina. I don't really care about reloading my gun when I dash, to be entirely honest. That doesn't really matter. Let's go and do this. I like this a lot better than the other one, than the other ones. I'm gonna let things build up for a second. So I can hopefully get them a little bit of a closer area, a little more tightly knit. Let's do that number there. That's a good representation of my damage, by the way. Nice. And now we got a bunch of XP to gain and a whole level. Splinter, thank you very much. I will gladly take a splinter, especially since I have on-hit effects such as fire and ice. It'll really be nice for a little bit of clear. One thing that does suck about it is obviously it can make the XP gain be a lot further, be a lot more widespread, which isn't really the best. Being able to rapidly pick it all up is a lot better, because then you also don't need magnetism or anything like that. You're gonna get grab intense burn, which will really help the damage a lot, actually. Also, I've been thinking about this, and maybe this isn't exactly what I want to do, but I've been thinking about chopping up a lot of these runs and making them into shorts. Maybe shorts, or maybe just their own thing. I don't really know yet, but I was thinking about not putting a whole ass run out there for you guys, but instead just partial runs. Back up. Let's see, fire rate. We'll do lightning mage now. Just because I don't really typically do lightning mage, so do a little bit of that lightning mage action. There you go. Nice. I'm glad I can focus him down like that. It's actually really awesome. Bounce might be really good, but if I'm gonna get minus damage, might as well. I mean, if I'm gonna get minus damage, you might as well get the tome of elements. So we're gonna get tome of power again. I feel as though it's the best option. I could be wrong. Either way though, yeah, tell me if you guys are playing darkness as well, how far you are, what your best runes are. I'm curious to see what everyone is using in terms of runes. What do you like to run? I personally really like the extra XP. I don't remember what that one's called exactly, but that extra XP is really awesome. Because basically, even if you only get 20% extra XP, basically that equates to you know, like 5 or 6 extra levels, which every level can give you something amazing. So every level that you level up quicker can be one step closer to a successful run. So definitely super happy when I get stuff like that. Either way though, let me know what you guys are rocking. Like I said, I think it's interesting to see. This is nice. I got shatter early on, which would really help clear out the hordes, the masses, quite readily. I'm gonna try my best to grab all this XP and not completely annihilate everything. There you go. Nice little shatter action. I don't know how big that shatter thing is. Okay, that's gonna be good. That really helps out quite a bit, actually. Very interesting turn of events here. They kind of kill themselves at the moment. They're just cascading. As long as I lead them into the cascade, they kind of die. Very interesting to see. That might be ending now. I don't know. It sounds like it's still going, to be honest, though. So that's cool. There we go. Nice little action. Like I said, this kind of sucks when they cascade like this because the XP gain is a lot slower. They're all of a sudden a lot further away. So it's just a little bit slower to grab all the XP. And like I said, early XPs, early levels can equate to easy wins. So anything works. So let's go and do split fire. This is going to lead towards having extra bullets coming out from everywhere, every orifice, which is kind of what we want. Having that extra bullet actually really does help watch your back, especially with this gun. It can lead to that chain reaction that you're seeing right now. So yeah, don't ever scoff at the one extra bullet. A little spindle might be nice. Bullet spread, that's kind of okay. Let's go with fanfare, yeah. We kind of just keep on rocking this. Ow! That's not what I meant to let happen. Whoops. Kind of walked into that guy unnecessarily, but okay. I mean, you know what? You do what you do, right? You gotta do what you gotta do. This is so... all these enemies are so sporadic. Okay, minus damage, reload rate, and bullet damage. That could be really good for this gun. Because I can just keep shooting, and this spread is really nice. So I don't know if this is the right option, but we're going for it and seeing how it's gonna rock for us. If I can get some bullet bounce, it's gonna be really good. But if I can't get no bullet bounce, it might not be as good as I want it to be. Because bullet bounce will allow all these bullets that are coming out of me, this fan fire, to bounce and hit multiple targets. Obviously they're piercing and hitting multiple targets, but that doesn't really help keep enemies away from me. So being able to keep enemies away is going to be slightly better, significantly so. I know I said slightly, but it's really significantly better. Alrighty. Nice action so far. I don't even have to use my right click anymore. Kind of just getting around, easy peasy. Movement speed is going to be really nice because I want to grab all this XP that I haven't been able to grab. And this is a really good way to do that. So here we go. Tons of XP right in my pocket. And here comes the new mobs. I'm kind of curious to see how well I do against these guys, because obviously they might be, I mean, they are significantly tankier. I have quite a bit of knockback though, so I'm not like super worried. But I am a little bit concerned. The knockback is really nice though, so I will tell you that much. You're gonna let them build up for a second. Okay, our main area I think is cleared out in terms of XP. These guys, they're not building up too fast, at least not yet. In about 30 seconds, they're probably gonna start building up really fast. As we can see, they're already starting to build up a lot faster. So let's go ahead and start to take some of these guys down a little bit. What's nice is if they get clustered up, they still get mowed down really fast. It's just a matter of getting them clustered up first and foremost, and then of course not dying to that cluster. So, and then of course you add the added difficulty of getting XP from pushing everyone back a million miles in all directions. I mean, I guess I could stand still and just try to like not move and just go around in this little circle and then go and pick up my XP as time progresses. But I don't know, I feel like that's really scary. I feel like it's a really scary thing that I don't really want to do, but I don't know. I mean, right now it's working for the most part. I think I obviously have to shoot a couple extra enemies when they get too close. Right now, this guy's staying still. He ain't moving. Oh, you know what I could do? I could do this. Get extra hits in. Extra bits of damage. What has that ever heard, right? So far, so good. Nice. Let's see. Okay, that's unfortunate. I mean, if I was doing summoners, that would have been a lot better, but I'm not doing anything summon related, so it's kind of like, well, okay, I'm gonna guess. Let's go do this. An explosion like that actually does help occasionally, even if it is very occasional. It should help me a little bit with my clear, but my level of XP is slowly diminishing to non-existent. I'm not leveling up nearly at all, it feels like, which is not good. The slower you level up, the more likely you are to die. I know I've said that about a million times now, but definitely not good. I'm interested to see what the next boss does for us. The next boss might be a little bit spooky, a little bit sketchy, a little bit spooky. We will see though. We will see. Tell me if you guys want to hear me talk more or want to hear me talk less, or if you have any suggestions on what to talk about, because I'm still learning all this stuff as I go. I'm still very new to this, so if you guys have any suggestions, tips, tricks, things for me to watch, to learn, I would love to hear from you all. And any little bit is a tremendous help. So leave a comment if that's what you want, or if that's if you have any tips of the sort. I do really enjoy this music, so I can understand why why some people would want to just watch this game without any commentary or anything like that. Although I will say this, I think after 10 minutes they should pick a new track to play, because playing the same track for 20 minutes and then playing over and over again, it can get a little bit boring, get a little bit spicy, a little bit wild, get a little bit repetitive is probably the best word for that. A little bit repetitive, but it is what it is. Okay, finally another level. That took way longer than it should have. I think a shield at this point is going to be really good. I don't really have anything else that I really wanted, so shield just seems like the right option. Once this next boss comes, I am going to be terrified because I don't feel like we're getting that much damage. We only have a couple seconds left before the next boss shows its face. And here we are. 3, 2, 1. Here comes the next boss any second now, I think. I think it's at the 5-minute mark. Gotta get, yep. It's here somewhere. Oh, don't get hit by that. Don't get hit by that. There you go. Let's see if that's close enough. There you go. I think that's close enough. I don't know. It's hard to say. Hard to say for certain. I can always dash away, but I don't want to be dashing away too much. If at all possible. Obviously, I am going to focus down the boss, mainly because this AoE that I have, I mean, it's pushing enemies back, and that's all that really matters. It's pushing enemies back far enough that I'm not in danger of getting hurt. So, as long as I'm not in danger of getting hurt, it doesn't really matter where they are, where things are. Yeah, stay right there on my clone. Okay, yeah, this is proof that we have low damage. Very much so proof that we have low damage. Oh, goodness. Yeah, it took way too long to kill that. Tome of Rage, triple your base. Let's do bounce. I think we do bounce because bullet damage minus 50 doesn't sound good, and the reload rate minus 50 doesn't sound good either. So bounce it is. That means we can only get hit twice because we have our shield. No other reason than that. But the good news is our bullets do bounce, so our stats effects should be tripping quite a bit here. As we can see, that I am clearing quite well, quite nicely, which is definitely one of the more important things here is my clear rate. So running gun should be really nice actually, because being able to move a little bit faster while I'm shooting and not be slowed down every other second will be really nice. This guy is spooky, but not too spooky. Finally, we got some of the easier guys to kill once again, so we can actually get some XP. That was definitely something I was missing out on quite a bit earlier. I should already be like level 35 or something, and I'm only level 27, so quite under leveled, I would argue. But it is what it is. You can only do so much with what you've got, so let's call down more lightning. I want this boss to come closer to me. I don't want to be chasing him forever. And ironically, I have been chasing him forever, so now we can finally stop and mow him down once again. Fortunately, I do have so much piercing and bounce that I don't have to worry about the other enemies. Hina's now invincible during your dash. Beautiful. I really like that. That can really be super beneficial. Let's go and do less bullet spread, I guess. More bullet damage, maybe. Maybe that was the wrong choice. I don't know. It's kind of hard to say. But more bullet speed doesn't sound bad to me. It means more range, I believe. I believe that's what it translates to in this game. Nice. So far, so good. That's a nice little art. Don't need it, but it's nice to see it nonetheless. Here is the fuselage, which means I am shooting a nice little tight shotgun here. Nice little tight shotgun of damage. It's a little bit spooky, but it's not too bad. Yeah, see, at the last 2 minutes, I would already be getting close to level 40 on most other guns. But with this gun, I am slowly working my way up to just past 30. Which isn't the best thing in the world. But like I said, you do what you can with what you've got. This actually makes me extremely hopeful or believing that at even the very first level, you could fairly easily beat out the boss. So that's cool. Let's go and do that. Killing enemies makes us reload faster, which I'm totally down for, because that means I might be able to start to reload almost instantaneously at some point. Technically, I could be spamming my right click as well, and be getting more reloads, but I'll be honest, I don't know if that's exactly what I want. So something I'm really curious about is I wonder if in this game, when I shoot and it pierces and it bounces, does it pierce when it bounces again, or does it just bounce and then that's it? It's kind of hard to tell. Sometimes I see enemies walking towards me really far, and it's not because they're doing it, but it's because they're getting shot forward by my knockback, which is obviously pierce and then bounce. But I'm curious if that means they're bouncing more or not. So don't really know. Hard to say for certain. I almost got hit there because of that. As a matter of fact, I'm sure you guys saw that a little bit at least. My knee's itchy. Hold up. Okay, we're good. I guess I could have kept shooting instead of keeping my hand on the walkies, but like, you know, like whatever, man. You know, it is what it is. Sometimes you just do it the way you want. And we survived until dawn. That was like an underwhelming build, a little bit underwhelming. We didn't get half as many kills as we have in our maybe highest one. I think our highest was maybe 14,300 or something like that. But increasing the difficulty does mean that that's going to be the case. Let's go and take a peek really quick at what Darkness 5 is going to look like. Elites deal double damage. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to leave a comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, everybody. Thanks for watching. Adios.